Welcome to another installment of MTG Unwrapped. I'm Nate, and if you like Magic the Gathering booster packs and play deck building, then you found the right channel. We have some levels of Patreon available for the foils, rares, mythics, and anything from the list in these vids, as well as a shout out in the vids. The Patreon is available via a quick link button on the bottom right of our banner. I will also leave my Patreon information down in the description section. This week, I've got some Dungeons and Dragons Commander Legends pack, pre-release pack. Nice, huh? Take a look at that. Alright, we're going to get into this pack and see what we can find in here. I'm hoping that there's going to be 2 mythics in here. I'm claiming it. I really appreciate you guys spending your time with us. And if you like what we do, please take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel. As always, you're welcome to leave a comment. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. So let's see what's in this box. Okay, we've got the usual artwork and play tokens. These are, I think, in place of token characters. You can use those for extra token creature tokens. So that's what's in the box, or that's what the box is made out of. Let's see what we got here. We've got some artwork card. That's very nice. All right. And we've got 3 draft booster packs and 1 small package with probably some foils in here. We've got some other stuff in here. That's one of the cards there that has the there's a card in here that has the arena play card. I'm not going to flip that over because then the code will be on this video, but we will likely release this to a future Patreon member. I'm going to go ahead and put that aside, and let's see what else is in the box. Draft tips. If you guys want to read that, you can just pause it. And on the back side, we've got a map. It looks like a map of Baldur's Gate. That is amazing. Okay. Very cool. You can also pause that if you'd like to take a better look at it. I'm going to put that aside. Nothing else in here that I can tell. So we'll go ahead and put that aside here and get right on into it. I'm going to put the die aside too. Let's open our first pack. How about that? Alright, this one is Pilgrim's Eye. Artifact creature. It is what looks like a common. When Pilgrim's Eye enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and then shuffle. So we're going to put that aside over here. Okay. Citadel Gate, land card, common. Artifact creature, Clockwork Fox. Common. Let's see. A dragon creature. Sand Augury. Young Blue Dragon. Sorcery Adventure. Has flying. Scry 1, then draw a card. Then exile this card. You may cast the creature later from exile. Flavor says, I see the far side of tomorrow and the lost memories of Queens. What do you wish to learn? 3 plus 3. Costs 5 mana to cast. So he's pretty expensive, but he can do some damage. Pack Attack. Instant. Common. Lizard Warrior. Common creature. It's an enchantment aura. Minimus Containment. Common. Underseller Myconid. Fungus creature. That's interesting. Never seen anything like that before. And we've got an instant cast, Blur. Exile the target creature you control, then return a card to the battlefield under its owner's control. Draw a card. Flavor says, as much a trick of the mind as it is a trick of the eye. Toss that on in there. Sorcery. Coronation of Chaos. Up to 3 target creatures can't block this turn. Goad them. Until your next turn, those creatures attack each combat if able, and attack a player other than you if able. When Savarok Deception was unmasked, the cheering crowd erupted into an outraged mob. Very good. Summon Undead Sorcery. Common. Marut has Trample. Artifact Construct creature. Band Together. Up to 2 target creatures you control each deal damage equal to their power to another target creature. Boo, let's see how this miscreant handles a furry missile of justice. That's hilarious. He's throwing a hamster. Common. Okay, we have a first legendary. It's an Elephant Angel legendary creature. Lulu, Loyal Holifont. Hollyfont. This creature has flying. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent you controlled left the battlefield this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on each tapped creature you control, then untap them. Choose a background. We're going to start an uncommon, or a legendary pile there. Bane's Contingency. That's also an looks like a legendary. Bonecaller Cleric, human cleric creature. The Council of Four. That one's legendary. Human Noble. Whenever a player draws their second card during their turn, you draw a card. Whenever a player casts their second spell during their turn, you create a attack 2, defend 2 white knight creature token. Ambition has a price in Baldur's Gate, and it's paid to the council. That's awesome. Scion of Hollister. Legendary enchantment. Background. Wonder what that means. Commander creatures you own have the first time you would draw a card each turn. Instead, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of them into your graveyard and the other back to the top of your library. Then draw a card. Most see the Mad Mage as a deranged menace, but you recognize the genius behind his paranoia. Nice. That's a common. And we have a legendary land. Morphic Pool enters the battlefield tapped unless you have 2 or more opponents. Very nice. Put that on this stack. Stack kind of getting messy there. Pack Attack. We've seen this one already. That's an instant common, and we have finally a token creature called Copy. Alright, let's open pack number 2. We have a Decanter of Endless Water. That's an artifact, common. We have Goggles of the Night, equipment artifact. That's common. Let's try to straighten these stacks up a little bit. Okay. Sky Diamond is an artifact, common. Draconic Lore, an instant cast. The spell costs 2 less to cast if you control a dragon. Draw 3 cards. The Wormling studied the ancient carvings and dreamed of a day when her own exploits would be immortalized in stone. Very nice. This is a Seagate land card. Okay, we'll put that down there. Chain Devil. Devil creature. That's cool. It's a common card. A Bane's Invoker. A human cleric creature. Nature's Lore. It's a sorcery. Common. Winter Eladrin. It's a fairy elf wizard creature. Gust of Wind. When Winter Eladrin enters the battlefield, return up to 1 other target creatures to its owner's hand. If you want a warm welcome, you'll have to seek it elsewhere. Very nice. Patron of the Arts, a dragon noble creature. Guildsworn Prowler. Tiefling Rogue Assassin creature. Has Death Touch. When Guildsworn Prowler dies, if it wasn't blocking, draw a card. Of course, it's part of my plan. Who do you think started the bar fight? Very nice. Common. Recruitment Drive. Sorcery. Common. Creature Danger Ranger. Or Dragon Ranger. Said Danger Ranger. Avenging Hunter is a Dragon Ranger creature. And this is all about the dragons, man. This is definitely a Dungeons and Dragons card deck. That's for sure. Meteor Golem. Artifact creature. Golem creature. That's actually a legendary. So we're going to put him down here with the others. Draconic Muralists. Dragon Bard creature. Legendary. Swashbuckler Extraordinaire. Dragon Rogue Warrior creature. Legendary. A Halfling Ranger called Erinus Gloomstalker. Has Death Touch. Whenever Erinus Gloomstalker attacks, return target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Choose a background. You can have a background as a second commander. Ooh, that one seems pretty versatile. Street Urchin. Legendary enchantment background. It's So this is maybe one of the ones you can use with that last card. It is also a legendary. Elder Brain. Ugh, horror creature. Has menace. Whenever Elder Brain attacks a player, exile all cards from that player's hand. Then they draw that many cards. You may play lands and cast spells from among the exiled cards for as long as they remain exiled. If you cast a spell this way, you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast it. Ooh, that one's real nice. So it costs 7 mana to cast this thing. So, but once you got it, it does 6 attack, 6 defend. Once you've got it out there, man, this is gonna do quite a bit of damage. Pilgrim's Eye, artifact Thopter creature. Has flying. When the Pilgrim's Eye enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Charring the Spine of the World is best left to the disposable. Not very strong a creature, is it? 1+1 attack defend. A demon token creature, +3/+3. Man, that's pretty tough guy there. So we're gonna put that there. And now our third and final pack. Let's see what's inside here. No mythics yet. I'm a little disappointed about that, but so far we have some pretty interesting cards here. Universal Solvent. Sacrifice Universal Solvent, destroy target permanent. A few drops could dissolve the webs of Lolith herself. It's common. Treasure Artifact. A Dire Mimic. Okay. Ettercap. A spider beast creature. Has web shot. Common. Psychic Impetus. Aura Enchantment. That's common. Young Red Dragon. That's cool looking. Bathes in gold. That one's common. Hezru. Frog demon creature. He has a +6 attack, +6 defend. Pretty strong guy. Takes 7 to cast this guy, so he better be strong. Icewind Stalwart. Tiefling warrior creature. Oh, knocking my stuff over here. Gnome Druid creature, Circle of the Land Druid. When Circle of the Land Druid enters the battlefield, you may mill 4 cards. You may put the top 4 cards in your library into your graveyard. Natural recovery. When Circle of the Land Druid dies, return target land card from your graveyard to your hand. Ooh. That might be handy if you were to suddenly die before you could take advantage of your... Stunning Strike. Aura Enchantment. That's common. Earth Tremor. Instant. Atrocious Experiment. Sorcery. Flaming Fist. Officer. Gnome Soldier creature. Whenever another creature you control leaves the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on Flaming Fist Officer. Get the remaining citizens to safety. These miscreants have an appointment with my spear. I thought you were only supposed to use your fists. Guess not. Carefree Swine Master. Gnome Ranger creature. Common. Okay, we have some legendary. Savannah Calimport Cutthroat. Legendary human rogue. Has menace. So we're going to put her there. Drillworks Mole. Artifact creature. Mole creature. Mole artifact creature. Put a +1/+1 counter on Drillworks Mole and a +1/+1 counter on up to one target commander creature you control. Flaming Fist soldiers prepared to face a bullet or worse, but the cause of the ramblings turned out to be much more benign and bizarre. It costs one mana to cast this, and it's pretty handy to buff up your commander with this card. That one is legendary as well. Rescuer Chwinga. It's an elemental spirit creature. Has flash. Pretty cheap to cast that one too. Thrakus the Butcher. Dragon Peasant. Legendary creature. Whenever Thrakus the Butcher attacks, double the power of each dragon you control until the end of the turn. Somehow, he never seems to run out of fresh meat. Pretty stout guy there. Sword Coast Sailor. Legendary enchantment background card. That one's legendary. Elminster's Simulacrum. It's an instant. Ooh, this one appears to be a mythic. Very nice. For each opponent, you create a token. That's a copy of up to one target creature that player controls. Why simply sit back and applaud the good ideas of others when I can improve upon them? Elminster. Very nice. So we have one mythic and a pack of 3. So we're going to put that one right up there where you guys can see it. Rasad and Bashir. Legendary creature, a human monk. So that one does 0 attack but 3 defend. And he costs 3 mana to cast. Each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Whenever Rasad and Bashir attacks, if you have initiative, double the toughness of each creature you control until the end of the turn. Choose a background. You can have a background as a second commander. Very nice. And that one is a foil, folks. And then we've got a token creature, a knight, doing +2/+2. So let's open this last one and see what's going on here. This is a Sea of Clouds legendary land. That's pretty nice looking. It's a foil. And then the initiative, and they're introducing you to these rules. And we have a explanation of, I guess, the dungeon or a dungeon. And that there will conclude our first ever Dungeons and Dragons Magic the Gathering Draft Booster Pack. Thank you all for spending the time with us, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Ring that notification bell, and we'll see you next time.